Destiny players, Iron Banner continues this week, so make sure you keep on fishing for those God Roll sidearms that you are looking for if you do not have them yet. I have that and all the rest of the reset information that you need for this week coming up right now. This week's featured exotic mission is going to be Operation Seraph Shield. This is where you can get your craftable Revision 0 if you do not have that yet. This weapon is intrinsic anti-barrier, so a lot of people use that to get through the barrier champs. Some other good weapons to farm from this are going to be the Ikilos SMG with Feeding Frenzy and Volt Shot, or a retrofit Escapade with 4 times the charm and target lock. Our Nightfall this week is going to be Inverted Spire, and if you have tested this out yet, you know that it is absolutely gross. This features barrier and unstoppable champions with a void threat. This has been updated from its original version and is a little bit more difficult. It makes you take your time. Nope, that's not the play. That's not the play. That's not the play. Which is actually not that beneficial because it does also have the modifier called haste. With this modifier, standing still will cause damage to you, and moving fast is the only way to get that damage back. But rest assured, you will only have to run this once if you're looking to Guild Conqueror, because this week's weapon is going to be Undercurrent, and honestly, there's a better option in Vow of the Disciple, which is also the featured raid this week. But if you do get the Undercurrent, you're going to go for Ambitious Assassin and Volt Shot, or you can go for Lead from Gold and Volt Shot. Our featured dungeons this week are going to be Duality and Shattered Throne. There's honestly nothing worth farming in Shattered Throne. It doesn't really drop anything important. This is where you can get the Wish Ender exotic bow whenever you complete the quest for it, but this doesn't have to be the weekly rotator for you to be able to do that. Duality, on the other hand, does have a few things that you can do. It does feature a master difficulty, so you can use this to farm Artifice Armor, especially since they're turning off Vespers from being farmable, so we can't do the first encounter skip to get free Artifice Armor. The highlighted weapon to get from here is going to be Lingering Dread, and it rolls with auto-loading holster and chill clip. Our featured raids this week are going to be Last Wish and Vow of the Disciple. Both of these have some pretty awesome weapons that you can farm for, and they're some of my favorite raids because they are more complex and fun to teach newer people. One of the highlighted weapons to get from Last Wish is going to be the Apex Predator. You'll always want to get Reconstruction in the 3rd column, but in the 4th column you can either go for Bait and Switch or Explosive Light, whichever one you want. Maybe craft both. And a featured weapon from Vow of the Disciple is always going to be Forbearance. Like I said, if you don't want to settle for an Undercurrent or run today's GM to get one of those, this is an easy farm for you to get one of the best, if not the best, Waveframe grenade launcher in the game. This one rolls with Ambitious Assassin and Chain Reaction, and is probably one of the best ad clearing GLs in the game. Apart from that, keep farming those seasonal activities for God rolls of those weapons that you want to get, and if you haven't gotten all your God rolls from Vespers hosts, you can still get in there and try to get some of those. If you would like a fun community to farm with, make sure you join the Discord, and if you want some PvE help, make sure you swing by while we are live. That does it for this week's reset video. If you enjoyed it or found it informative, please make sure you leave a like on it, drop a comment down below, maybe share it with some friends, and we'll see you in the next one.